Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing about Bitcoin for the next 2 to 3 days, what to expect, what's going on, and I'm going to give you an insight of what I'm going to do. So before we continue, of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We post one video every single day and smash that like button. Guys, straight away, I'm going to go into Bitcoin weekly chart. Nothing has changed. As always, you can see we are still trending sideways. There is nothing exciting happening right now. As you know, my theory already, whether you are a trader, you are an investor, guys, I'm expecting this kind of scenario for the next 1 to 2 months. Could be a straight pump from here up to 85 to 90k, or we're gonna see one last drop down to maybe 44 45,000 and then up again to 85 to 90k. So if you're a trader, you can of course go and trade the bottom and tops, all the swings. But if you're an investor, of course, I really hope you have some allocated money in case we are gonna go and dip even more, so you're gonna be able to buy the dip. So, guys, in my opinion, right now, this one is a trader's market. So, if you don't know how to trade, if you don't understand the support, resistance, and all these candlesticks, you are going to get slaughtered, because you can see that right now from here, things don't make sense according to you. But if you understand technical analysis very well, then it's actually a very good opportunity for you to navigate and to trade crypto, but as well as altcoins. But of course, guys, our VIP group, our Discord group, we have been nailing in the last 2 to 3 months. Where we've been making so much return, so much money, and even yesterday, guys, we nailed every single entry for really weeks and weeks and weeks. And look at the trading results, guys, from our members. We are a community of pro traders. We are all helping each other. We just give lots of education, information, and look at the result. This is only from yesterday, guys. We nailed the Bitcoin rejection. We shorted it. We went long on Bitcoin, on altcoins, but also you can see that we do also altcoin analysis. Whether you are an investor, you are a trader, we do long-term, short-term. If you want to trade it, if you want to make money every day, if you want to understand all the support levels, what is going to be the best investments. We have member calls over here. We also have trading calls from myself, from the members, crypto chat, anything you can think of. So one of the most successful trading community on the web, guys. You need to join the VIP group, really, if you want to make money every single day. If you want to join, guys, link in the description below. So let's talk about Bitcoin right now, guys. Bitcoin is right now, ranging around this area over here. Today is going to be very important because we're going to have the PCE report, the measurements of inflation preferred by the Federal Reserve. And of course, we're going to have a low PCE. What's going to be happening is that it means inflation is going down. The Fed is probably going to cut interest rates faster. It means risk assets like Bitcoin or the S&P 500 is going to go higher. But if you're going to see a high PCE, it means inflation is still very sticky. The Fed might not cut interest rates and blah, blah, blah. And then Bitcoin should go a little bit lower. Right now, I'm going to show you what I think is going to be happening for the next 4 days. And then, of course, you have to decide yourself, because this is not financial advice, like we always say. So, BTC right now looks like is pretty much, into this bottom over here. And what I want to see further continuation to the upside is going to be able to break this resistance line over here, which is now sitting at $60,200. So what I want to see right now from here is going to be BTC to be able to do this, to pump up to this area over here, and then to continue to go higher. Because if you're going to have a rejection from here, then we're going to be a little bit in trouble. And this could be coming probably with a high PC. Low PC, it could be pumping higher. High PC, Bitcoin could be going lower. And what I do usually to calculate how low is going to go before seeing a significant rebound from a technical point of view is going to be connecting these 2 points over here of the breakout. And then we can see that right now we have a proper clear point of direction. Bitcoin has been touching this line here, this line over here, and the most hypothetical point for a nice rebound is going to be probably down to this area over here. Why is going to be this area over here at $57,000, $56,000? Well, we have multiple reasons, guys. I'm going to show you straight away, and this is the way I analyze the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin, altcoins, and so much more. So in the VIP group, that's what we do every single day. So I'm going to go and then calculate with my Fib retracement down to up to this area over here. As you can see from here, right, a 57% Fibonacci retracement as well as the 61.8% retracement is giving us an interesting area, the area of, we can call it, demand around this point over here. So what we could be seeing with BTC is going to be a potential drop down to this area over here. So we could be seeing a rejection from here, a drop maybe down to here, around this yellow box, and then in between 56 to 57,000 dollars. Once we're gonna go down to this area over here, there's gonna be a very high likelihood of a breakout. Why this is the case? Because first of all, you can see the RSI at the moment, right? The relative strength index, a very important indicator to utilize. You can see that at the moment, we are pretty much we were oversold around this area over here, and now we are sitting at roughly 43. In general, whenever the RSI is into this extreme over here, is in general a good buying signal. But it's even a better buying signal, which can show us the seller's weakness. Whenever we can see what we call a bullish or bearish divergence. A bullish divergence is whenever you see the price of, let's say, Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart in the RSI going down to, let's say, this area here at 30 and showing that this point here and this point here are going upwards like that. But the price from here, we have this one over here and this one over here, and it's going downwards. So whenever you have this, I would say, inverted correlation in between the price of Bitcoin and the RSI, especially on higher time frames like the 4 hours time frame, this is actually a very good indication of a potential short-term rebound to the upside. So that's the reason why I believe that from here, what we're going to be seeing could be a nice breakout higher. And then people are asking me, so how high is going to go to? What I do is to then zoom out a little bit, go on the 4 hours and see the previous pivot points. You can see that the previous pivot was roughly around $70,000. Then we had another one at 65,000. So what I will do is to connect these 2 points over here and then bring them down this way. So if you're going to be able to go and pump, as I said before, and break this level over here, the most likely point that we could be seeing could be roughly around this area over here. And how can we calculate how high it is going to go to? Let me just cancel all this and I'm going to show you straight away from a technical point of view. So you can see over here, guys, we had a break of structure around here. Bitcoin went down to this way. And then we have this point over here when there is lots of noise. So usually what I do, let's take into consideration Bitcoin is going to go down to this area of demand like we were talking before. So it's going to go down to this area here. Going to go here now, down to this area, form a bullish divergence as we were talking about before, and then it's going to break from here. What we can do to help us to understand how high it's going to go to is to utilize in reverse our Fibonacci retracement. So if I'm going to go down to like this and then point this area, you can see that theoretically, when I would just put this on a little bit more, in the right way, the 78.6%, which is roughly the last point of retracement from here, corresponds to this area over here, corresponds to this area here. So I wouldn't be surprised if what's going to be happening from here is going to be the Bitcoin to go and go down to here, go up to this area, and then of course from there we need to decide, what's going to be happening afterwards. So very exciting times. Another reason why I am pretty bullish in terms of seeing a short-term rebound to the upside, maybe up to $63,000 to $64,000, is looking at the liquidation heat map. I'm just going to go and zoom in down a little bit for you so you can see very well. You can see now the liquidation heat map, right? Basically what it is, right, is this the amount of orders that traders put. Okay, so many people, they utilize leverage, which means that they borrow money from the exchange. They go crazy. They open 10x leverage, 20x leverage. And what happened is here it shows you all the liquidation levels. So if the price of Bitcoin is going to go down to this area over here, lots of people have open orders, let's say around this area. And if it's going to go down to this area, then the price could actually flush down a lot. So in general, remember this rule. Market makers and whales usually hunt these liquidation levels. And what it means that they pretty much purposely push down the price to the upside or to the downside to then, of course, make money. So what we can be seeing from here, guys, is the fact that there is lots of liquidation levels around the 63,000 to 62,500 to 63,000. Also, there is lots of liquidation in between 58,000 to 56,500. So that's the reason why I can really expect this movement, as I showed you before about the Bitcoin going down to 57K and then going back to roughly 63K, because it all corresponds exactly to the liquidation heat map coming to this area over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if today, especially the PC is going to come low, higher than expectation. We could be seeing a dump of BTC, grab all this liquidity, and then pump it to the upside towards $63,000 ish. And of course, guys, this is going to be a short-term movement. Something else we need to take into consideration all the time to have a look, at the current price action for BTC is also having a look at the DXY. Very important because the DXY has an inverted correlation with BTC and risk assets. You can see that, for example, right now the DXY is falling like a rock because the Fed could potentially cut interest rates in September, and therefore the dollar is going to lose value. But what you can see right now from here for the DXY is the fact that DXY is trying to, it broke this very important structure over here, which was a previous, we can say, a previous triangle. And right now it's trying to climb back up just to recoil a little bit. And looks like it's more of a corrective move, like just to go back, to this area. And then the next expectation for this movement is going to be maybe more continuation to the downside. So if DXY is going to be, I guess, trending higher for the next 1 to 2 days, one might imply that BTC is going to have is going to struggle, of course, to go higher, and then we could be seeing more continuation to the downside for BTC. So BTC going down to 57K whenever the DXY is going to go up to 102.4 or 103. So that's what I can see right now for the DXY, a little bit of, I guess, strength to come back. But it all depends on the PC today, guys. That's very, very important. So what I usually want to do, I'm going to react to the news, not invest before that, of course. And the last one I want to show you today, guys, which is very important, also have a look at the stock market, the S&P 500, what's going on at the moment, guys. I mean, the SPX looks like it wants to correct. We had a bit of a drop yesterday going down, a bit of a rejection from here, and we can see as well, like, where we are with the S&P 500. Why? Because the S&P 500 in general is highly correlated with Bitcoin. And you can see right now what we are forming now from an objective data point of view. It's a potential double top from here. So the SPX is showing a double top, which is in general, it's a bearish figure. And also we have what we call an engulfing candle. So this blue candle covering the yellow candle. In general, this is quite bearish. So looking at the data, looking at this, I would say that the S&P 500 is more likely to go down today, looking at the data. And if we want to have a look at this, right, at our Fibonacci retracement to see how much you can actually retrace down to. So looking at this, right, what I'm gonna do, if this one is a true double top, I will say that we're gonna go back around this area over here. And you can see over here that we have also a gap to fill here. So we call this one CME gaps, right? That you can see this little gap in this area. In general, these gaps tend to get filled. So looking at all of this, I would be expecting S&P to at least correct down to this area over here, 5,450. And then, of course, we decide to see what's going to be happening after that. So that's going to be very, very important. Even like, if I draw a diagonal resistance from diagonal support from here. You can see the support. Diagonal support is going to come around this area, which is the first level of our Fibonacci retracement, 5,500. That could be a very good area. So we'll say in between these levels over here, we could be seeing maybe like a dump, around this area, and then continuation to the upside. And this will make absolutely sense, because if that happens, it could be forming what we call an inverted head and shoulder, which then is going to push, of course, to all-time high. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. Let's see, how we go today. And if you have a question, please leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to answer to you. But again, as I said before, guys, VIP group, the way to go. Analysis every single day about all of this, much more in details of what we do right now. But results talk for themselves. So if you, of course, want to join, I'm going to put a link in the description, and I'm going to see you in the next video.